Yule time starts on the 21st of December and finishes on the 1st of January, 12 days later. Yule taps into the cycle of life and death, light and dark. It is a time of hope as we know the sun will return, even though we are surrounded by the dark. There are many signs and symbols of Yule, and it is linked to the colour of red, gold, white, silver, and green. Red is the Holly King, who gives his power and life to the Oak King. Green is the Oak King, who rules instead of the Holly King. White is purity and hope of New Year. Gold is the sun. Silver is the moon. Evergreen plants are brought into the home and are hung around our doors and windows to ward off the death and destruction. They symbolize life, rebirth, and renewal. As their green never dulls, it is thought to have power over death and therefore wards off death even in the depths of winter. Evergreen represents immortality and eternal life. The yew tree, giving its name to Yule, represents immortality, renewal, regeneration, everlasting life, rebirth, transformation, and an access to other worlds, linking us with guidance from our ancestors, spirits, guides, and the other worlds. The bristles of the holly repel spirits. Holly, Holle, is a goddess who rules the underworld. Her red berries represent the monthly blood of women, and this links holly to the feminine energy of the moon. Mistletoe is a healer and protector. It lives on trees, not touching the ground, so this represents the link between heaven and earth, the link between life and death, dark and light. The white berries represent masculine semen and a symbol of life. Ivy is for protection and luck and to keep out misfortune. Ivy is for healing and marriage. Ivy, feminine, with her heart-shaped leaves, is often found twisted around dead and decaying trees, so she represents the soul and resurrection after death. Because ivy has a tendency to come intertwined and to weave its way amongst other plants, it represents the intertwinement of friendships and relationships. Pine cones represent human enlightenment, resurrection, eternal life, and regeneration. The pine represents strength in adversity, overcoming hardships through optimism and inner strength. Pine branches with cones hung over a door will invite the energy of joy inside. Hung over a bed will ward off illness. And pine burnt in the hearth will protect, and having a broom made of pine will help you to brush away negative from your home. Poinsettia in Christianity represents the Star of Bethlehem, which led the wise men to Jesus. The red leaves represent the blood of Christ. The white leaves represent his purity. Poinsettia represents good cheer and success and brings wishes of mirth and celebration. In paganism, the red leaves symbolizes the returning sun, the life-giving blood of the female goddess, power of regeneration and renewal that spring gives us. The white flower represents the seeds of life from the male gods. Yule logs, traditionally in Scandinavia, is ash tree. In Celtic tradition is the oak tree. It was burnt to honour Thor. By bringing in the log on the winter solstice, it is placed into the hearth and is kept burning into the new year to prevent unwanted spirits from entering into the home. Many traditions keep pieces of wood from the previous year's log fire to start the fire of the next New Year log fire. Yule trees represent the tree of life. The trees would be decorated with gifts that would represent the people would wish to receive from their gods, so they would decorate them in pine cones, berries, and fruit. Candles represent the eternal flame. Candles are used to chase away spirits and will help to guide the sun back into the sky. The smoke of the candles carry our wishes into the universe, whispering our desires to any spirits who can help us. The candlelight honors the ever-burning sunlight. Wreaths symbolize the wheel of the fortune and wheel of the year and the eternal cycle of life and death. This is why they are decorated with pine cones, acorns, holly berries, mistletoe, and red ribbons. Bells are a tool which is used to ward off demons and negative energy, banishing what is bad and driving in the good. The best time to ring a bell is in the morning, as it helps to chase away the darkness of the night. Yule time is celebrating the natural cycle of life, birth, death, and rebirth. Balder, son of Odin and Frigg, was killed by a spear of mistletoe, but was brought back to life. Demeter, whose daughter goes to the underworld for 6 months, causes the earth to die, but when they were reunited again in spring, the earth is once again reborn. The Oak King and Holly King take it in turns to rule the world. At Yule time, the Holly King surrenders and lets go of his life to fuel the life of the Oak King. And in return, the Oak King gives us logs to keep our hearth alive and burning throughout the winter. Yule is a time to let go of things that no longer serve us and to be reborn as new people for the new year. Allow yourself forgiveness for the perceived mistakes of the past year. Time to take inventory of every aspect of your life. Now is the time of inner reflection and time of change. Time to look to the future and the possibilities it holds. Dream bigger and allow yourself to really believe your dreams will come true. Enjoy this special season of Yule Tide. Namaste.